Satyam, the company of truth. If the company of truth is understood, and truth means ever present, constant, uninterrupted. Then that means company of Baba is ever present, uninterrupted, constant. So it can only be a belief of the mind. When the feeling arises, a mistaken belief, I am not feeling his company. Because it's impossible for the truth to disappear. That which appears and disappears is not the truth. So that means Baba cannot appear and disappear. The being cannot appear and disappear. Because if Baba and the being appeared and disappeared, then they won't be the truth. Which means Baba and I are in constant communion. No moment can pass by and become past without paying tribute to Baba and I. Which is why Baba says, only Baba's company can be the true satsang. So if truth is uninterrupted, unchanged, constant, ever present, then by that token, all fleeting, temporary experiences that cluster of beliefs, feelings, sensations that I mistook myself for cannot be me. And wow, how I was seeing others also as a cluster of their collection of feelings, beliefs, sensations, to be them. How can that be them? And how can that be me? And we start becoming very interested in satsang, company of God. And our own truth. Did you just notice? You can notice your changing. Notice what's changing. Whatever the story they are telling, changing. Body's position changing. Emotions changing. Can you see how none of these experiences can be you? This discernment to be able to see none of these experiences can be you. Then company of Baba won't seem a far-fetched idea. truth. Do we take the Murli on truth? The power of truth? 26/12/84. The original date, 26/12/84. The power of truth. Today, the Almighty Authority Father is specially looking at two authorities. One is the ruling authority, and the other is the godly authority. The special parts of both authorities are being enacted now at the confluence age. The ruling authority is in upheaval. The godly authority is constantly unshakable and imperishable. The godly authority is called the power of truth because the one who gives that authority is the true Father and the true teacher and the true Sat Guru. This is why the power of authority is always elevated. You are establishing the golden age, the land of truth, with the power of truth. Truth also means imperishable. Truth means imperishable. These are very important. I will not call it definition because Baba is not giving us definitions, but Baba is giving us the experiential understanding of what truth means. Yeah? Truth also means imperishable. Through the power of truth, you receive an imperishable inheritance. Through the power of truth, you receive an imperishable inheritance. What is that imperishable inheritance? When we are saying power of truth, Baba is telling us is imperishable, and we also receive imperishable inheritance. Okay, Gyan. But really, to be more specific, peace, love. Okay, so when we say peace, love, it's an imperishable inheritance. What do you mean by that then? Awareness of truth. Okay. So tell me, how is it that you, the being, see? Truth also means imperishable. Through the power of truth, you receive an imperishable inheritance. Cannot be destroyed, yes. So what does that mean? Forever company of Baba. Yes. What does that mean practically? Can't be changed. Drama and the soul part. I am Om. Yes. Practically, what does that mean? That's the question. Love, peace is my inherent nature. Remember, Sunday Murli Baba had said that love and peace, they're internal, inherent qualities, the inherent nature, not qualities. He said it's the inherent nature of the soul, which means it is ever present. Which means when your mind is saying, or when you feel, I am not feeling peaceful, it is not you there. Is it you there still? And what is happening when when you're feeling, I'm not feeling that peace, I'm not feeling that love, or I'm not feeling that happiness that Baba is talking about, that constant peace, constant happiness. I'm not feeling that. What is happening? Yeah, it's the mind talking. But practically, what is happening? Practically, we want to hear more practically. Perturbed. Mind wants to feel. It's the waves on the shore, but in deep sea, it's peace only. Identifying with thoughts. I forgot my true nature. I'm mistakenly considering mind to be me. You're identifying with the mind. Attention shifted. Caught with thoughts and identifying. Associated with Maya. Practically, it just means that you, the peaceful being, is still present. You've not gone anywhere. Have you gone somewhere? You're still present. You are the background. You are that peaceful background. You're still there. Don't forget that. Just because you identified doesn't mean you disappeared. Did you disappear? Can truth appear and disappear? So see, even now when we say we identified with our mind, somewhere we are believing that means I disappeared. Do you see that? Although we are using the words, I identified with my mind, I am mistaking myself for my mind's feelings, but I'm still somewhere feeling that I have disappeared and I need to reappear again. Yeah? So that is why it's very important to know, no matter whether you identified or you did not identify, you, the imperishable one, truth is imperishable. You are still present. You've not gone anywhere. Have you? So we use this language also that we identified with our mind, or we just believe the thought to be me. Somewhere we feel that I am not there anymore. Then I have not understood the definition of truth. So that is why Baba is saying, through the power of truth, you receive an imperishable inheritance. Please don't take Baba's words lightly. Yeah. They are loaded. They are loaded with absolute truth. And they are telling us, you've gone nowhere. And you can't go anywhere. You can not be there. You are ever present. You can never be absent. That's what imperishable means. Yeah. And this we get to see and know, in more we see it in our experience of who I am first. Yes, it's important to know, but also very important to know not just what I am not, but what is my true nature. Hmm? What is my true nature? That's why Baba said the internal nature. Internal in Hindi, it was better translation. Andruni, inherent. Inherent nature. So even while the feeling was not so peaceful, peace was there. Yeah, actually, even when the feeling was not so peaceful, you, the peaceful, inherent truth was always present and will always be present, even when the feeling is not so peaceful. You've gone nowhere. Even that peaceless feeling cannot be there without you being there, right? Yeah. And this, that someone has understood, then you will start to be more and more interested in your truth and Baba's truth, and less interested in that which is appearing and disappearing. It's not either or, it's you are always there, and this and that. This, either this or that feeling can appear and disappear, but you are ever present. You, the being. Anybody can say after today that I am not happy. Hmm? No. I'm happiness, aware of the unhappy feeling. I'm happiness, aware of the temporary, transient, mind-made happy feeling. Because then that feeling will be seen as a feeling, not as me. Yeah. So when we say happiness is within, it is not even within something. Happiness is me. Yeah. I am forever bliss. Yes. I am forever happiness. I didn't disappear when some another foreign feeling showed up, because I'm not a feeling. Is being a feeling? No. Is being an emotion? No. Is being a thought? No. But yeah, being is the one that is aware of it all. That's who I am. So then Baba is saying, this is a study that enables you to attain an imperishable status for which you have attained imperishable blessings. Baba loves the word imperishable, huh? And imperishable blessings. No one can take away this attainment. No one can take away this attainment. So your truth cannot be taken away from you, even for a second. What does that person mind thinks? Oh, somebody else will say something and I will lose my peace. I will lose my peace? Whose language is that? And I will gain my peace? Whose language is that? Baba is saying, no one can take away this attainment. From the beginning to the end of the path of bhakti, the whole world has been praising and worshipping you. Why? Because you who have the power of truth. This means your praise and respect. Worship, I would like to replace it with respect because that's what Baba means. Yes, it's pujaniya, worship, but it's also a lot of respect, you know. So this means that your praise and your respect, that is your worship, has also, worship is more of a poetic word, yeah, has also become imperishable. The truth means the truth. Baba is saying, truth means the truth. So don't toy around with this word. Truth means the truth. So, what did you come to know first of all? You knew yourself to be a true, imperishable soul. Somebody called me up today and they said that they came into Gyan 3 years ago and they made a mistake of they said they were very new in Gyan, so they did not understand knowledge much. And so they made a mistake of making some marriage alliance between two souls, and where they told a little lie. And now that relationship is not working out well, and the parents are now blaming me. And I'm feeling so guilty, so bad. What do I do? What do I do? Because I did tell a lie, and now that marriage is not working out, what would you tell them? Not too much of a lecture, one line. Surrender this thought to Baba. Okay. Yes, very good. Stay with the truth. Drama. You know, in that moment, I could see within me, with Baba, certain sense of judgment for that soul. And I saw with Baba that how could you lie about things like this? It's not such a long thought that was there, but it was in a form of a feeling it was there. And I just kind of allowed that feeling to be taken over by Baba, of course. And I just sat with Baba. And the only feeling that came was Baba's drishti. And Baba's drishti was, child, you can do no wrong. Child, you can do no wrong. Why? Because it had to play out that way. And really, then that feeling of Baba feels like your feeling. And then, with that authority of Baba's truth, I could say, you have done nothing wrong. You can do no wrong. There is no such thing as wrong in the drama. That which has passed is already a dream. Now see what is it from that space of not blaming yourself. Let the decision come from that place. Let the decision come from that place, because you can do no wrong. Because now she has to make a decision on certain things. She said, how do I make a decision? I said, if you come from it's like, you're seeing with Baba, if you come from a place of feeling, I have done something wrong, I need to make up for it, you can never make right decisions. You can never make right decisions. So come from a place of you've done nothing wrong, because drama is accurate. It played out the way it played out. It had to be, you had to be the nimitt for that part to play out that way. You can do no wrong. From that authority, instead of looking back again and again, just see what is it that we can do now. But you really have to come from Baba's Rishti. How's Baba seeing? Is Baba seeing that so wrong? No. So that is why it is really a place of in a complete self-observation. Because had I not seen that judgment, I would have been one with it and then tried to make her feel better that you've done nothing wrong, drama is perfect and accurate and all of that. Right? I would have somewhere been mixed with that judgment and then trying to, okay, I'm not that, and I'm just trying to make her feel better. That kind of relationship would have been there. But instead, you are in your truth with Baba. You're seeing what is happening. And I could see certain amount of feeling of, like, you can't do this. That kind of a judgmental feeling. You can't do this. And I could see that, okay, if I'm not the cluster of these feelings and these cluster of these thoughts, then who is this that is this cluster of feelings and thoughts there? While she's talking, but who is this cluster of feelings and thoughts there? Let me just see it as Baba is seeing it and allowing him to take care of it, whilst I just stay in my truth and see what he wants to say. So when you are honest like this with Baba, but from the place of truth, then Baba takes that away, and then you can catch what he wants, and then you see, oh wow. And such a strong, it's this being in truth is so strong that you know that it's his vision and he's not seeing his child wrong in any way. It's so strong, that power of truth. And then if he's not seeing anything wrong in anybody's drama, the whole thing just रफा दफा हो जाती है अपने आप ही, है ना? It's such a pure feeling he gives you that you've done no wrong. So Baba says that you knew the true introduction of the true Father. From this true recognition, with true knowledge, the power of truth is inevitably the truth. With the power of truth, the darkness of falsehood and the darkness of ignorance automatically ends. So the darkness of falsehood was not outside. It was that thought and the feeling within me, which was acting as me, mimicking me, copying me, the being, as though it is me. It was trying to tell me that, you know what, this subtle feeling and this subtle thought, that is you. That is the mimicking. That is that this darkness of ignorance somewhere there. When you are with Baba, you can see it. You know? So Baba is saying that ignorance is always untrue, false. So that was the ignorance which was telling something false, which was saying, how can you do this? And it was telling me that this is you. Own me, make me yours, become me. It was speaking like that. But Baba is saying knowledge is true. It is the truth. And what is the knowledge? Knowledge of your nature, of your essential truth of who you are. And my essential truth is, I know I'm a being and I'm carrying accurate, 100% ever repeating fixed play within me in the form of a thought and a cluster of feelings. So is that one. If I'm not the cluster of my feelings and thoughts within me, they are not the cluster of their feelings and thoughts either. So who is talking to who? Who's seeing who? And she called up 2-3 times, and I don't know, somebody who's been listening on YouTube, some classes. And she sent a message, I really want to speak to you. One side mind said, I don't know whether I should speak. ऐसे तो कोई भी phone कर सकता है, and you will just take any call and then just speak. Because there's no name, it was just a number with some faces. इसने 2 बार phone किया, 3rd time phone किया. And somewhere internally, it was just a feeling of, we are all souls. Do I really need to know someone at a personal level for Baba to really do what he needs to do? And internally, there was a feeling of deep, not even deep, the inherent love of the being. My brother's soul needs his father. That feeling. My brother's soul needs his father. So Baba is saying, this is why devotee sings the praise of God. Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. So beautiful. God is truth, God is benevolent, and God is the most beautiful one. The power of truth automatically makes you a conqueror of matter and a conqueror of Maya. And you really begin to realize that unhappiness and happiness cannot come from outside. Because, stimulus and reasons may become different reasons from outside. Oh, she made me unhappy, or that one made me unhappy, or my decision made me unhappy, or because of this situation, I'm unhappy, or because of that situation, I'm unhappy. But actually, the one who is feeling unhappy is nothing but a cluster of feelings. It's the same unhappiness, but you are associating that unhappiness as that unhappiness feeling as you with things outside. It is actually just the same unhappiness. It's not different unhappiness because husband said something, or different unhappiness because the boss said something, or different unhappiness because you lost something as a thought. It's not different unhappiness. Because sometimes some people say, only in this relationship it's like that. Is it possible? Other relationships, it's fine. You can't unmute today? Oh, 1 minute.
Now I can.
Okay, all right.
Okay, now I think we all can.
Okay, all right.
That's why it was a quiet class.
I was like, nobody's responding. Okay, maybe this mouth needs to be speaking. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. So what was I saying? It's not a different unhappiness in different situations, or different happiness in different situations. No. Is it? Is anything outside the cause and then there is an effect?
They're just the passing clouds, like we say.
Mhm. What is the cause of unhappiness?
Thinking so much.
Identifying with the thoughts.
What else?
And we make it mine. It's me
Make
and mine.
What else?
Yeah. Forgetting my own self, true self.
Very good. Very good. Not really being interested in one's own inherent nature.
Mhm.
That is the reason. Identifying is also not a problem. But forgetting my inherent nature cannot be anything other than imperishable, ever present happiness. Then it feels like, okay, even if my attention gets identified with other things, it won't be a problem because I know what my inherent nature is. Can they ever take over truth if truth is imperishable?
No.
No.
No. That is why when Baba is saying, I am truth, I'm the benevolent one, I'm the beautiful one, I'm telling you the power of truth will automatically make you the conqueror of matter and Maya. What does that mean to you? Because now ask yourself, since you are a child of the true Father, to what extent have you imbibed the power of truth? Because Baba is saying the sign of someone having the power of truth is that that soul will always be fearless. So we are not fearing situations. We, the beings, are fearing our feelings and thoughts. We are not fearing situations. This example that I was giving just now, this soul was saying, I'm feeling so much of contraction. I'm feeling so much of nervousness in my body because I know those parents are coming to see me and they want to know what to do with the daughter. And it's like, I'm feeling so much nervousness and agitation in my body. So the entire experience of fear was not just here, it was here in the body.
We become those feeling sensations and everything.
Yeah, even feelings and sensations, if they're happening, I said, okay, fine, they're happening. They're happening in the body, right? Are you the body? Are you the body? It's okay. Let them happen. It's okay. They're doing their work of happening. Happenings are happening. Let it happen. Know your truth beyond the body first. Isn't it? And she said, I'm shaking whilst I'm speaking with you because I can see they are coming. They're coming soon to meet me. I'm shaking. In such situations, mind says difficult to accept we are not. And that is what I found. If you're coming with Baba and you're really speaking as a being who knows they have done nothing wrong and they can do no wrong, you have complete confidence in your truth and their truth. What their body feels and what their mind says, it doesn't matter to you. It just doesn't matter to you. Because you know their bodiless truth the way Baba knows it. Right? And they will get what they need to get from Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram.
But sister, if they don't take that move themselves and they get wrapped up in all the fear the mind is creating, and then, so that's their part, whatever has to unfold will unfold. But one really has to go back to the truth.
You just stay in your truth, leave the rest to God. That is all. You just stay in your truth and you just see them as their truth. And that is only possible when you are not caught up in the ignorance of your own mind.
But sister, from the other folks who are not in knowledge, the non-Brahmin families and all, for them, if you tell them I did nothing wrong, it's kind of hard for them to even hear it, to even
No, they
accept it.
don't have to say, I did nothing wrong. I didn't tell her to tell them that I did nothing wrong.
No,
I
but
told her.
yeah, because that is the truth. We know that is the truth.
Yeah, yeah.
And with that conviction, you said it, and that would have an impact and touch the soul in the right, like Baba's touching would come. I'm not sure what that soul had to say, but if that soul had to tell them, the parents,
Yeah,
that
she
I did
said, no,
nothing wrong.
I will say that what has happened, we cannot do much about it. What can we do now?
Yeah, that's the right approach.
Yeah.
Sister, one more thing. At that time when that soul has taken decision for marriage and what, her intention or his intention was very pure. So whatever has happened in the past, at that time, the situation or the intentions were pure.
The intention
So
maybe was
nothing to
not
feel
pure.
guilty.
No, the intention was not pure. That's what she said at
Was
that
not
time.
pure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was right for that moment for the scene to unfold that way.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So even if the intention at that time was not pure and whatever it was, but the thing was that at this point in time, the truth of the being that that soul is has not changed in any way. And that has to be seen very clearly, right? And once that is seen clearly, Baba is saying, then where there is truth, the soul dances. That's what he's saying. So you heard in the Murli, where there is truth, the soul dances. This means someone with the power of truth is constantly carefree, free from worry and fearless. And therefore that soul continues to dance in happiness. So if there's any fear ever in your mind, understand, you better step away from it and see it from a distance with Baba. There's some mixing of some khichdi there. There's something cooking up here which is not very pure in the mind. If there's some fear there. Yeah? So where there is fear, truth is observing that fear from a distance. Fearlessly observe the fear as a being of truth with Baba. What is the Baba? There is some sense of some impurity in the feeling. As a being of truth, observe it with Baba. What is it that is creating fear there? Right?
दीदी बाबा also ensures us ना कि इस situation में मेरे बच्चे मेरे साथ हो, नैया डगमगाएगी, हिलेगी, but डूबेगी नहीं.
So I didn't understand what you're trying to say.
When we are in conflict na and we are with our truth, so at that time these sensations, feelings will be there. Every time we now when we are in now real truth in our life, now we realize feelings and sensations will be there, being playing a part also. But when we are detached also, but even then, Didi, feelings are there. But at that time in some Murlis, Baba also says na कि बच्चे सिचुएशन आएंगी, समृद्धि में हो, नैया डगमगाएगी, बट डूबेगी नहीं.
Yeah.
So it encourages us na कि we are in real truth. So whatever will be there outside, there will be no harm and no effect. It is the outside situations.
Outside situation has nothing to do with our truth.
Yes, yes.
Never look at outside.
When we are in our real truth with Baba, na?
No, not when and if. Truth is
Every
not when.
time. Every
Truth
time.
is ever present, right?
Right, Didi.
There's no when and if with the truth.
But
Truth
sometimes
is,
na feelings and sensations affects na for a short while.
that's okay. Let those feelings and sensations be there.
हाँ, तो उस
You
टाइम
are
बाबा
not
की वो
master of
वाक्य याद आ
feeling.
जाते हैं ना दीदी एकदम कि ये आना ही है, डूबेंगे तो नहीं, डगमगाएंगे.
Soul
Right?
is not magawing. Does that
हाँ,
make sense? The soul is not shaking.
हाँ जी, yes, दीदी.
It is the feelings and the emotions that are dagmagawing, that are
हाँ,
shaking.
yes, दीदी.
Yeah? The
Yeah,
soul is, yeah?
soul will never.
Believe I am the one that is shaking and moving. Then I am
Yes,
already part of the fear.
हाँ जी, yes, दीदी.
Yeah? So I am not shaking and
Means कि
moving.
totally acceptance है ना?
Yeah, the being is just ever present presence of truth. Yeah?
Yes.
That is all I am and I ever can be. I cannot be more or less than that. I cannot be more truth than I am, and I cannot be less truth than I am.
Yes, didi.
I'm just forever constantly present. And then there can be feelings, and there can be emotions, and there can be thoughts, and there can be feeling down in the dumps mind and feeling very elated mind. All of that can be there.
Only due to Maya mind, na?
Scripted mind, yeah.
Scripted
Because
mind.
of, yeah, the cluster of feelings and emotions is even
Again,
better.
it is already scripted.
Yeah, it's already scripted feelings and emotions that are present there. which is just a conditioned mind, is even better. It's just a conditioned mind
जी
that is
तो
doing
बहुत
it.
लेस, अब तो बहुत कम दीदी फील होता है, पहले बहुत होता था।
Yeah.
ओम शांति दीदी।
Shanti. So Baba is saying that then where there is truth, you're constantly carefree from worry and fearless, and therefore the soul continues to dance in happiness. Where there is fear and worry, one cannot dance in happiness. What does that mean? If I become one, means I feel I am that fear and worry, and I forget that I am that ever-present background. Not that I can ever forget, but the mind thinks, as someone was saying, mind takes over or whatever. When you believe that worry and that fear is you, then you forget that you are always present as the truth. You know, the screen can never forget, doesn't matter how many images play on it. But you may temporarily believe yourself to be those images. But the fact that you are still present as the screen cannot change. Yeah. And those who have understood this truth, then you will never feel that I have forgotten and now I'm remembering. Yeah. Because the one who's forgetting and remembering is also part of the images playing on that screen. Because it's some thought and some feeling that is playing in the form of some image as me, some feeling which is not making me feel. It's like that feeling is just feeling so strong, and it feels like what stillness and what silence of the soul. I'm to just feeling completely not still and disturbed. And that feeling is just a lot of images playing together on you, the consciousness, at that time. And those who have really understood that you are that unchanging being, unchanging, imperishable are not small words. Unchanging, imperishable means what? Doesn't matter whether you feel or you don't feel. You are you. Then that one can dance the dance of truth. You know? So Baba is saying that there is worry of even, Baba is saying where there is fear or worry, one cannot dance in happiness. There is worry of even your own weakness. When your sanskars and thoughts are weak, then because this is the path of truth, your mind definitely has thoughts of those weaknesses. Weakness definitely brings about a state of upheaval in the mind. So no matter how much you try to hide or put on an artificial smile for a temporary period, according to the time or the circumstances, the power of truth will definitely make you realize the weakness, means the sanskaras that are not you at a distance from you. If you're in your truth, then you can realize that these sanskaras are not me. The power of truth will help you realize it. Yeah. Nothing can remain hidden from the Father or your own self. And when you're in your truth, nothing can remain hidden. Not when. You are your truth and nothing can remain hidden from you. Nothing can remain hidden from you. So Baba is saying, no matter how much you try to hide or put on, nothing can remain hidden from the Father or your own self. It can be hidden from others. Perhaps you might have realization You might make yourself move along, but because of carelessness, the power of truth definitely comes in the form of confusion in the mind, in the form of unhappiness or waste thoughts, because falsehood cannot stay in front of the truth. And there's a beautiful imagery Baba has given us here that will make it very clear what Baba just said. On the path of bhakti, they have shown a picture of Krishna dancing on a snake in the middle of the ocean. It is a snake, but with the power of truth, even the snake becomes a stage on which to dance. So in the power of truth, nothing can remain hidden. Yeah? The power of truth will reveal the confusion in the mind, will reveal the unhappiness, waste, falsehood, everything that is there in the mind. Everything. It will reveal.
But Didi, Baba said carelessness word here, no? So
Yeah.
sometimes we are not careful and we are caught up. So
We,
how any,
can the soul be careless?
yeah, soul cannot be careless.
Then who is
But
careless?
that means, yeah, we are not in our true self that at that moment, right?
It's just that I'm still there as truth, but somewhere there is this particular feeling within me which feels the feeling of carelessness, and that cluster of feeling feels more real than your truth. That is all that has happened. Yeah.
But at that moment, we are not able to see that this is not me. The confusion comes at that moment, right? Because of the
Confusion.
carelessness. Baba said in this line, no? Somewhere,
Yeah, Baba
because
is
of
saying
carelessness.
carelessness, power of truth definitely comes in the form of confusion in the mind, in the form of unhappiness or waste thoughts. What is that carelessness? Believing
Yeah.
and feeling as though this feeling of confusion is me. This feeling of doubt is
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is all that carelessness is, that you're believing some temporary feeling to be you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is all the carelessness is. Yeah. So what Baba is telling us is that as Krishna, they have shown the dance on this, it is a snake, but with the power of truth, even the snake becomes a stage on which to dance. So there are all these different things, confusions, doubts, carelessness, everything in the mind. There could be anything in the mind, but you are the one that is dancing on the snake. This is confluence age, dance on the snake. It's not just soul dancing in truth, soul dancing in truth on the head of the snake. Hmm?
Yeah.
It's not without the snake. So later Baba is saying beautifully even more. It is a snake, but with the power of truth, even the snake becomes a stage on which to dance. No matter how fearsome a situation may be, how fearsome the form of Maya might be, means thoughts, feelings, and emotions. How fearsome it may be, how much distress and your relationships and connections might cause, how polluted the atmosphere may be. Someone who has the power of truth makes all of those a stage on which to dance in happiness. Now tell me, dancing? It's not a flower of beds. It's not a flower of beds. A bed of flowers that we are dancing on. Confluence age is the time to dance on.
Snake.
This is such a beautiful imagery. And Baba is saying, it is the image of all of you, is it not? Is it not? He's asking. Whose image is this? All of you are going to be Krishna, right? So please now underline this. Baba is saying there's not one Krishna. Krishna is again a symbolic meaning of the soul dancing on snake at this time in confluence age. So when Brahma Baba is saying, I will become Krishna, he's not looking at some Krishna in the temple in a murti form. What does it mean? It's very clear in this. All of you are going to be Krishna. Krishna is the meaning, the word meaning of Krishna is the one who can dance on the head of the snakes whilst being in his truth. That is being Krishna. पर हमारा भक्ति माइंड क्या करता है? वो ब्रह्मा बाबा कृष्णा बनेंगे सिर्फ. और मम्मा राधे बनेगी. There's a symbolic meaning of these words. And the meaning is beautiful, Baba is giving here. Truth and snakes go together. So are we all Krishnas here? Everybody dancing on the snakes? Yes, absolutely. There's not one. So are all of you are nahi, question nahi pooch rahe, Baba bol rahe, all of you are going to be Krishnas. This is what you raise your hands for, is it not? So golden age में कोई नाम नहीं होगा माँ कृष्णा राधे. There's no name there. Yeah, very inspirational imagery and very true imagery of our truth. Such things are not mentioned in the activities of Rama. So Rama is also a state of the being that is believing itself to be a warrior. Battle between two thoughts. Krishna means one who dances, doesn't battle with thoughts. That is all these words mean. In that, there is separation at one moment and happiness the next moment in being Rama. One moment I feel very happy. One moment I don't. So in that, there is separation at one moment. Yeah, I missed some lines. Wait a minute. Such things are mentioned in the divine activities of Rama. In that, there is separation at one moment and happiness the next moment. So souls who are to be Krishna constantly continue to dance on the stage of such situations where there is Maya, where there is outside situation, Maya situation, circumstances, relationships, whatever it may be. Soul is dancing in truth. So Baba is saying, then such souls continue to dance on that stage. None of the elements of matter, Maya, people, or physical comforts can shake such souls. They would make Maya their stage. They would make Maya their stage or their bed. So have you seen that picture? Have you not? Yeah. And that's actually a very beautiful image of Vishnu on the bed of snakes and Krishna dancing on this. It is your imagery. Yeah, in Satyug, it's not possible to dance on snake. You can only dance here. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So will you complain about snakes from now on? We love them. We love them. We lie on the bed of the snakes. Hmm? So Baba is saying he made the snake into a bed. That is, he became victorious. Therefore, the sign of truth that is that when there is truth, where there is truth, the soul dances. So no matter what darkness is emerging in your mind, I, the being, am dancing in my truth. What darkness is being felt in the body, I am dancing in my truth. The mind and the body is the bed of snakes.
Yeah, this is what Baba calls the Smriti Swarup, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is being Smriti Swarup.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, oh, when I'm awake, then there is no Maya. And when there is Maya, then I'm not awake. That is Rama. That is Ram. Do you still want to play that game? Oh, when Maya is there, then I'm not there. Because we use this line when Baba says, na, ja baap hai, wahan baat nahi, ja baat hai, wahan baap nahi. We misuse that line. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to you? जहाँ बाप है वहां बात नहीं. इस मुरली के बात तो समझ आ जाना चाहिए था. No argument.
That soul is always with Baba combined, but baat lagegi nahi fir. You know, Baba means that.
Hmm. And what else? There's something more subtle than that. बात बाहर है कि मेरे मन के अंदर चल रही है आर्ग्यूमेंट के रूप में दो थॉट्स के बीच.
मन में ही वो मन जो फीलिंग वो थॉट जो फीलिंग क्रिएट कर रहा है, जो भावना आ रही है उससे, वो नहीं लगेगी, वो सच्ची नहीं
Because
लगेगी
there
ना,
is no
क्योंकि
baat outside.
Yeah.
All the baat is in here. तो बात ही नहीं लगेगी. लगेगी illusion है. There's no reality in it. It's just simply illusion. What is real about these two thoughts arguing with each other and making me feel it in the body? Nothing real about body mind. That is what it means. बाप है वहां बात नहीं, बात है वहां बाप नहीं. But when this body mind is feeling so real, then Baba will feel, अच्छा पता नहीं कहाँ गया. He's left my hand. He's let go of my hand. Another baat comes. Oh, he let go of my hand. And here Baba is saying, I'm truth, I'm ever present. I don't go anywhere, neither do you. And here we just, my mind's conversations go on. I don't know, I'm not feeling you, Baba. Where are you? Where are you? Please hold me. Don't let go of my hand and this and that.
Shanti Didi.
Om Shanti.
Didi, is it possible that I'm feeling that these all our sensation, the body sensation is unreal in the same scene simultaneously? Both the things are happening. I can see those sensations. Like I give the exact example. Yesterday I was on detox. This I'm giving the only vegetable juices to this body. But at night I was feeling so hungry, but I was keep on saying the soul can never be hungry. These all are the body sensations. While seeing all this, but at the end, I ate the one chapati. I end up in eating one chapati. So, but at that time, I was feeling, okay, what is that? I'm seeing also, while eating also I'm seeing कि मैं खा रही हूँ. I was on detox. This was a body sensation only. मतलब दोनों साथ साथ चल रहा था. I was seeing also and I was doing also.
In the beginning, it may happen, but as it becomes more matured, understanding of who you are, then it won't be like that. Then you won't act upon it. As it becomes more matured. Yeah?
Like Baba says कि कर्म इंद्रियों से नहीं होना चाहिए.
Yeah.
It's
But it
that
will be
only.
like that. There will be a phase in between where you will be simultaneously observing that even though there is a clear seeing that this action is not in alignment with my truth and I'm still coming into action, that's okay. It's still better than not seeing it. Yeah. But as it becomes more and more matured, then you can see it, and then you will also know your power of truth, that you will not act upon it because you have that power of your truth. Yeah, you know your power of truth, you know who you are. So then to come into actions with your karmendriya won't happen. Yeah, so it's okay. Let this be an intermediate thing, which is fine. Yeah, but more and even after being fully realized and knowing your truth, at times you may still feel that you have come into action. Then you know it was recorded and fixed in the drum. It was not because the soul was somewhere still feeling the other cluster of feelings to be more powerful than I. You know, those feelings were not more overpowering over my truth. It was just supposed to happen and it happened. That is coming from a place of complete maturity. But even if that happens, then there will be no sense of I did something wrong in it. Yeah. But in between, these things will happen. It will be simultaneous. You will see, but I'm still getting pulled and I'm going for it. Yeah, and that's also fine. That's fine too. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Then, Om Shanti Didi, then is it not the shield we are taking? Like whenever we'll do some mistakes, so we'll cover it up. नहीं, that was my sanskar. ऐसा नहीं हो जाएगा फिर? Because you at the same time we are getting weapons भी है मगर उसका shield भी अपने पास है. So we only play all this role. So we'll say नहीं ये तो शायद मेरा पूरा. And then we'll keep doing it also. ऐसा भी हो सकता है ना?
नहीं हो सकता. क्यों? Tell me. Who can tell me? ये नहीं हो सकता. Why?
Awareness.
That's just a word. Why not? Why it can't happen?
Because when soul जब है ही बाबा के साथ, उसको जो बाबा but Baba feels soul feels, but Baba feels soul feels. If so mind, thought and body is not feeling like mind, so वो action में आएगा ही नहीं. वो धीरे धीरे करते करते अपने आप ही जो बाबा का संस्कार है, जो बाबा की श्रीमत है, वही अपनी लगेगी. धीरे धीरे वही action में आए.
अच्छा. Yesterday we saw that the personal responsibility is the cause for all selfish acts. Do you remember that? Yesterday or day before? I can't remember. When we gave the example of Hitler also.
Yes.
Yeah. Because drama is fixed. So I think that is what we did.
Drama fixed later. The more you believe yourself to be a person, the more you believe yourself to be a personal separate identity, more selfishness and more fearfulness and mixing of your intentions will be there. Yeah. You will not come from a place of purity because you are believing yourself to be something that you are not. Then as that separate identity, you can only perform selfish actions, right? So more I'm awakened to my truth, less it will come into actions. Automatically, that's the nature of the being, right? Yeah, because the mind will, and it's not just you, mind gives this argument. And ye argument keeps the soul trapped in being a person. This argument keeps you trapped in being a person. A good person, actually. Let me be more precise.
Instead of falling into that argument, we should always introspect to what extent we are there with truth because of this situation.
Yeah.
So that introspection is more important than that mind giving that argument or logic.
Mind can still give it because its conditioning is such that it wants to be a good person all the time. So it will keep giving its argument and it will keep giving its side of story that it wants to speak. But when I know my true nature, I really know my true nature. What have you understood about your true nature so far? What is it? It's not immortality, peace, joy, love. Yes, it's there, but what have you really understood about your true nature? Your innate truth.
Nirsankalp.
Nirsankalp, okay. What else? What have I understood?
Loyal, true.
Okay.
Loyalty.
What else? What else have I understood? We've been talking about
Unbiased,
it
unbiased, unbiased, unbiased.
Always still and silent.
Always still.
Unconditional love.
Unconditional, yes.
Constant, ever present.
Constant, ever present. So when I'm ever present, that means आज ही meditation में क्या है? अगर मैं इतना भी hint दे रही हूँ, being ever present means
In
don't have
present.
to go anywhere. We are just there. Nothing.
Just
We don't
there.
become anything.
All the experiences are within me. All the experiences are within me. I'm constant, but whatever is happening are within me.
Okay, what else?
I am always happy.
Very good. I'm forever happy present being. I'm forever happiness, ever present happiness. I'm ever present love. Means that ever present happiness and ever present love is not even missing for a moment. Not even for a moment you are missing that. Yeah. Ever happy, ever loving, ever present. This is who you are, no matter what. You, the ever present peace, love, happiness, ever present happiness cannot disappear. Then if that is the understanding and knowing of your true nature, and from experience, knowing that these experiences that are coming, this experience of unhappiness, this experience of sadness, this experience of certain excitement, this experience of certain emotion, they're not lasting. They're just not lasting at all. So you see it in your own experience. This is meditation. That's what you are being when you're in meditation, which is all day long. So when you are in meditation means when either being, that's the self-observation that is constantly taking place. There's someone who is just never ever absent, never ever appearing and disappearing. But there is some things which are constantly appearing and disappearing. So if I am one with that which is constantly appearing, not one, you cannot be one with anything because you're just completely within you, everything is there. So you can't be one with anything in that sense, relatively speaking. But the being that I am, how can I disappear? How can I not be there? How can the happiness not be there? How can the love that you are not be there? See this very clearly. And how will you see this clearly? By seeing this
Only when
sense. Sorry?
No, go ahead, sister.
You saying something?
I was saying we can only see it when we see the other on the contrast, the ever-changing thoughts, ever-changing feeling, things coming and going, which is not us, is not me. Only when that contrast constantly happening.
Is there a contrast to the absolute? See that.
No.
But can the absolute be aware of two things in the mind which are contrast? Yes.
Yeah.
But can there be contrast to the absolute?
No.
There's no opposite of
It is
absolute.
always present, whether it is in the body or mind, or it is without absolute truth. No other thing can happen. Even I cannot speak of single shabd, or nothing can be happen without absolute truth. It's so important. But it is all in one.
Yeah. So this absoluteness really needs to be understood, known, seen to be you. And within me, there can be contrast, but they're not in contrast with me, but within me. Does that make sense? Because there's no opposite of absolute. But absolute contains the opposites. Okay? We'll finish it here. But very important, once we understand absolute, then mind can keep doing its dance of contrast and it doesn't matter to me because it's all within me anyways. Yeah? So really understand absolute. Your ever-present absolute happiness, no matter what. Doesn't matter, it feels, it doesn't feel, you are there. And Baba is also ever-present. As a result, you're always combined with him. Because truth cannot be absent. Okay? Oh, Shanti.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba.
Oh, Shanti.